Hello and welcome to Hixxy Studio. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this Christmas card. Yes, it's the middle of June, it's boiling hot outside, so that must mean we're ready to make our Christmas cards. I don't think people outside of the craft sort of world really understand it, but hey, we do. So I have used this Paper Panda Ornate Christmas die. I'll show you it in a minute. But I decided I wanted to do this kind of card, but I wanted to do a 5x7 landscape. Now, obviously, with one piece of card, you're not necessarily going to be able to do this. So I have made it out of two pieces. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to do that, and then we'll cut the die. So let's look at making the card first, and then I'll talk about the die. So this is actually a piece of, in fact, looking at it, I probably could have made it out of one, couldn't I? I know why I did it this way. I'll explain why. Because originally I was going to have it two lots of this. But because I've cut it down, I could well have done it out of one piece. Anyway, I didn't. So let's show you how I did this. So I've got a piece that is 7x5 and a piece here that is 4 1/8 by 5. And I'm just going to score this bit to join on. I'm going to score it at 5/8. If I found my score tool, there it is. Okay. So 5. What did I say? 5/8. There. Okay. So I'm going to now. This is a textured card. So this is although I could have taken this out of one piece, the benefit, because this is a texture card, is that I can have the texture facing up on both the back of the card and the front. Okay, so if I cut it out of one piece, I would either have the texture on the front or the texture on the back. So that is the bonus. If you've got a double-sided card and it doesn't make any difference, then yeah, I would do it from one. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on this bit here, like so, and then that is just going to sit on there. Hold it and give it a good old squeeze, making sure you haven't moved it like I think I have. But there we go. Now I am using this lovely red satin finish card. This comes from Crafter's Companion luxury card pack. This is the red. You get the satin. You get a mirror. Sorry, Miri is a brand name for a specific make of mirror card. So mirror card, and then you get a glitter card too, and the glitter is they're ever so sparkly, but they are not. They won't shed. I don't know if you've been crafting as long as I can remember. The glitter card that we used to get, where you only had to kind of look at it the wrong way and you were covered in glitter. I do still have some in the bottom of a box somewhere, but yeah, things have moved on, thankfully. Okay, so these are just my mats and layers, so we're going to stick those. So I've used the red as the border, and then another piece of the white. This is hammered card that I've got here. There, and then that bit's going to go. I think I've moved, haven't I? Oh, that's annoying. I think I can kind of salvage it. Yes, I can. I slightly moved that. There's our mats and layers. I feel like I've cut those a bit big, but it works. Right, so let's look at cutting the die. So when I first looked at it, when I first went to cut it, I thought this was a cut in die. It isn't. It actually cuts out as it is on its own there. So if you have a look at the card, you don't need an outer die to cut this out. So it's not one that you're going to be able to cut into a piece of card. It's always going to cut out. So that's that one. So then you do get this one with it, which you then use to cut the oval mat that will then sit behind. And that is going to be cut out of this satin card. I'm going to do them separately because this is a very simple die. Just making sure I got it out the right way. Very simple shape, won't need pressure, but this one will. So we're going to do them separately. Just run this one through. Get the mat at the back. It's going through. Like so. And then there you go, so that's cut out nicely there. And then we're going to need some more pressure on this one. So to start with, I'm going to just use a piece of card. We'll see how we go. We may need the magnetic. Get that going through. While that's going through, take off that. Okay. Oh, let's get the lid on this glue as well so that it doesn't dry up on me. Right, I'm going to turn this over and we're going to have a look. Okay, it's mostly cut. It's not completely cut. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a turn there. And then we're going to go again. See how we get this fine. Goodness gracious me. Oh. Looking better. A few bits I'm not entirely convinced of. So what I'm going to do is with my pokey tool, you see that I wrote die cut. Sometimes I need to remind myself what I'm doing. Now that, you see, to me didn't feel completely like it's cut in the middle there. So we're going to do one more pass through, and I'm going to add in another hard shim to get that cut. I think, you know, unless you happen to print 2, 5, 6 times, I think 3 or 4 times, it doesn't bother me. I would rather do that than then spend, you know, it looks way better. It's just, and the way I can tell, it's just the lines look darker, that the cut lines are dark, so you've got a good cut. But we'll see. There'll probably be 1 or 2 bits that haven't quite done what they need to. Let's take the tape off it. So you see what I mean? It cuts out. It doesn't cut in. It was I was quite surprised actually. It was I don't know why I expected it to cut in. Possibly because most of the time that's the way these ones tend to do, but obviously not in this case. There we go. Right. That's cut. Can we get this out now? Oh, it's decided it's coming on its own. Just ease that off. There we go. Just the last few bits off the die. Like so. So that's clean. see what bits we might need. Then a gentle brush over the back. Sometimes that any little ones will just slodge with that, but I can see there's a couple in there that aren't coming out, like that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I think we've got them all. Excellent. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that on there. Before I do, I am just going to give myself a mark on the back here to show where we're going to put the glue. Okay. Piece of paper. Excuse me, going right across the camera shot there. I'm going to grab my gluey paper. Okay, so I'm going to use my just straight from the bottle. I'm going to sort of dab it all the way around the edges to make sure they are stuck, and then kind of aiming for random, not a good aim, but random bits in the middle. At home, take longer, take time. And part of the reason I'm doing this is it's absolutely roasting today, and the glue is just drying, particularly under the lights as well. So I kind of want to get the glue on as quick as I can. Give it a bit of a blot off. I'm going to get rid of that because I'm going to get glue everywhere. Then this is going to go on like so. And then I've given myself that line of where the glue is going. So I don't want to go across that line. There. And then just kind of need to line that up, but don't press it. Just make sure you're happy with where it's positioned before you press down. And then to finish, we've got a little sparkly bow, which I'm going to use some 3D glue gel for. Which is going to go there. A little bow. Not so little, but. And then I've got some I'm going to get my little thin one out for this. I've got some little flat back pearls, just to so that it will go down to the tip first. Squeeze, and it should start to come out. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to put glue down there so that I can put 3 on there as well. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what we want. Put the rest back in the pack. And get my little thing. There. 1, 2, and 3. There we have our Christmas card. Oops, I've got a little bit of a waste on there. So we've used this lovely I can see little bits of glue and things. I'm just trying to get too much glue on there. Yeah, so we've used this lovely die from Paper Panda by from Creative Expressions by Paper Panda, I should say, called Ornate Christmas. I have another of the another another project using this stuff on the channel, so please have a look. It's a rocker card, so slightly different idea. Yeah, and hopefully you'll be inspired to start your Christmas cards. Thank you for joining me.